What's up, guys? So, I don't know what approach I really want to take to this because statistics show that y'all have not been watching these watch me style videos. So, I don't know how much effort I really truly want to put into doing this voiceover, but I'm going to do this for me because I said I was going to be consistent and I said that I was going to post all my stuff. So, I'm posting this. If you listen to it, you do. If you don't, you don't. If you do this style, you do. If you don't, you don't. If you like it, you do. You don't, you don't. You know what? It's fine with me. So this is after me using, well, this is during me using the Main Choice Cheers collection. I have not put anything in my hair here. I'm just parting it off. The parts at the top do not have to be perfect because we're covering those. I'm taking the two parts that I have at the top and making little bunny buns with them. And I also, if you can't tell, have a leave-in in. I use the Carrot Care leave-in again. I like that stuff. So here I'm putting the section that I have in the very back in a bunny bun as well. So I have 3 little bunny buns, which will turn into 4 once I do that middle section. But 3 loose bunny buns, 3 loose hair bunny buns. 1 in the very back, 2 at the top, and then I'll add another one when I'm done braiding. So right here in this section that's, I guess you can consider my temples to the back of my head, is braids. I think I did 4 braids. 4 cornrows on both sides going to the middle, and then when I finish those braids, I'll put them in a little ponytail, and then I'll put them in a little bunny bun later on. And I'm showing you right here how I part the back of my head. I'm using one side that I had already done and using that as a guide to go across the other side of my head. Okay, so before I start styling again, I put that braided ponytail into a bunny bun. Here I'm using some X-pressions hair. It's pre-stretched already. Right here I only showed you 1 pack, but I ended up adding a 2nd pack, and you'll see that later on. But I added 2 packs to the very bottom bunny bun. And then here I'm using my clip-ins, and I'm clipping those around the 3rd or the next to last bunny bun and all the way up to the front. So I used a 4-piece, then another 4-piece clip. Then I used the 3-piece and the other 3-piece clip. And then I put the little 1-piece clip in the front. Initially I had it in the very front, but then it was sticking out. So I put it in between the 4 and the 3 pieces. Okay, so right here you see me adding that 2nd little bundle of expression hair, and it's still on the very bottom row. So now I have 2 packs, and I did this because I knew I was going to be making braids to come around, and so because I need as much real estate as I can, I added more hair. So I'm taking a piece of hair, a piece of the braiding hair on both sides, and I'm making a loose braid. So I'm braiding this side, and then I'll also be braiding the other side all the way down, because these are going to be the 2 braids that cover up your clip-ins. Okay, now for the fun part. I'm taking my clip-ins, I'm separating them basically on 2 sides. I have a left side and a right side. I start out by overlapping one side to the other. Then I'm going to take a piece of hair from one side, cross it over. A piece of hair from the other side, cross it over. Okay, that's what I'm doing. You can call this a basket weave. You can call it a twist. You can call it a crossover. Overlap. It don't matter. The point is, you take a piece, cross it over. Now you don't cross it over. It's not a braid per se. It's a French braid. Okay, but French braids basically have 2 sides, and you don't have 3 legs. You have two legs. So you're taking it and crossing it over basically to the back, You're not bringing it forward. You're crossing it over to the back. I'm sure I could have gotten better angles, but hey, I was doing this in real time. I hadn't practiced this. I had this idea in my head and I was just executing it. So it was turning out right. So I kept going. I wasn't worried about nothing else but getting it right. So I'm basically doing this all the way till I get to the last ponytail where I have the braiding hair. So I do this all the way down to the fourth bunny bun. I don't go over the fourth bunny bun, okay? But I'm going all the way until I meet my braiding hair. Okay, so here, you can see my fourth bunny bun peeking through right there. I'm going all the way till I get there. And then I'm going to stop, and then you'll see me proceed on to something else after that. Okay, so after I get to that last one, I take a piece of hair out on the left side and a piece of hair out on the right side and just ponytail the rest of it. So the clip-in hair and the braiding hair, I'm putting in a big ponytail. And I've left some strands out on both sides because I'm going to use those to wrap my ponytail and hide that line. Here I am taking those braids that we did earlier and just covering up my I'm gonna call it a track. Let's just call it a track. I'm covering up my clip-in tracks with those braids. So I took one, crossed it over, pinned it, took the other one from the other side, crossing it over and pinning it. So now you cannot see my clip-in tracks. Then I take those pieces of hair that I left loose and I'm wrapping it around the base of the French braid and the base of my ponytail, just to hide like the rubber band, to hide any imperfections, to hide whatever that you might see right there. And I did that for both sides. And I didn't do anything fancy to keep it in place because it's tapered. It stayed in place on its own. I didn't have to add anything. Here I'm just pulling some at my French braid to give it more of a shape and more volume. Okay, so here I'm taking some of that hair and making sure that I have my little bunny bun covered up, and I'm proceeding to do a fishtail braid. Fishtail braid is still a French braid. Now it's just loose. It's not to your scalp anymore. So a French braid is a fishtail but to the scalp, and a fishtail is a French braid but loose. It's hanging. So still, you take a piece from one side, cross it over to the middle. You take a piece from the other side, cross it over to the middle. Take a piece from the other side, cross it over to the middle. I've done, well, I don't know if the other video was any better than this, but I've done a fishtail braid before. The style was a fail, but the fishtail was like the only thing I executed right. I might link it down below. I might not. I don't know. But yeah, that's all that this is, guys. It's just a fishtail, which is a French braid, only loose. Okay, so you take a piece of hair, bring it over to the middle. You do not cross it all the way behind because then that's a regular braid. And then once you get to the end, I just wrap some hair around to close off the ponytail. And I sprayed some Got2b, and I also stuck a little pin in there so it wouldn't move. So here I'm just using some edge control to lay down my edges. Whatever is flopping around up under that little braid there, I just push it up under there. Nothing fancy, no swoop-de-loops or doop-de-doops. So these are the finished results, guys, of my French braid into my fishtail. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, you can give it a thumbs down. Share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.